Hello, St. Andrews, and welcome to this week's edition of Chancel Chat. It's Wednesday, the 22nd of August, a beautiful summer day. I want to begin by talking about the events here at the church this coming weekend. First of all, on Saturday, we will be hosting a Safe Church training program, which will begin at 9 a.m. in the parish hall and continue until 3 p.m. Lunch will be served. We have 20 people have registered for this Safe Church training program, which is a requirement of our diocese for all adults who are working with children in the church. So we're looking forward to training our volunteers who will be providing childcare for children in the church during the 10 o'clock service beginning Sunday, September 9th. So we will be providing childcare. There'll be volunteers who have been trained in the Safe Church training program who will manage that program. So we're very excited about launching this new program on Sunday, September 9th. And then on Sunday the 26th, the day after the Safe Church training, our annual church picnic will be held at the Smithville Park. Program will begin at 10 o'clock with a celebration of the Holy Eucharist, followed by the church picnic. We hope all of you will plan to attend. We will be having an 8 o'clock service here at St. Andrews, but there will be no 10 o'clock service this coming Sunday, August 26th, because of the church picnic. Looking ahead to the month of September, on Sunday, September 9th, as I mentioned, we'll be offering our child care services for the first time during the 10 a.m. service, and parents will be asked to bring their children to the nursery between 9:30 and 9:45 on Sunday, September 9th. That afternoon at 4 o'clock, our Rancocas Valley Clergy Association is sponsoring a special liturgy honoring our first responders here in the Rancocas Valley. The service will be held at Sacred Heart Church at 4 o'clock. We'll include a blessing of the fire trucks and other emergency vehicles. So please plan to join us and by your presence honoring our first responders on Sunday, September 9th. That's the Sunday after Labor Day at 4 p.m. Saturday, September 15th, will be a special men's breakfast as we begin the new year. We're having the breakfast here at the church rather than at the Route 38 diner as is our practice. The breakfast will begin at 9 o'clock rather than 8 o'clock. And we have a special guest speaker, the Reverend Irving Fryer, who is the pastor of New Jerusalem House of Prayer on Washington Street here in Mount Holly. Irving Fryer, you probably remember, is played for 17 seasons in the NFL as a wide receiver. He grew up in Mount Holly, he's a graduate of RV, and he's agreed to come and speak with us about his life journey. So I think it's going to be very, very interesting. So please, the men of the parish are all cordially invited to come. And it may be a great opportunity for men to bring children and grandchildren as well who might have an interest in hearing Irving Fryer. So that's Saturday the 15th at 9 a.m. That evening will be our regular community dinner at 6 o'clock also in the parish hall. So you want to mark your calendar and plan to be with us for the community dinner as well. Speaking of the men's group, we have a real need for leadership. We're looking for leaders. We have no president. Our president recently resigned, and we're also in need of a treasurer. So if you have an interest in serving in either of those capacities, please contact me. I've agreed to serve as kind of interim president until we find a new leader. But it's imperative that we have leadership for the men's group moving forward. So if you're thinking about that and would like to find out more about what the responsibilities are, please contact me and I'll share that information with you. Welcome Back Sunday will be Sunday, September 23rd. We'll have a special regular Sunday morning service, liturgies at 8 and 10, and a special coffee hour after the 10 o'clock service. There'll be some great food served, and it's a great opportunity to reconnect with your church family after a long summer. So please mark your calendar and plan to be with us for Welcome Back Sunday on Sunday, September 23rd. We ask for your continued prayers for the Janney family as they conclude their mission trip to Puerto Rico. Pray for travel mercies as they return to the United States. And we continue our prayers for Judy Thompson, who's recovering from hip replacement surgery last week, and also for Mimi Phillips, who was hospitalized most of last week and is now home, recovering at home. So please keep these church members and partners in ministry in your thoughts and prayers. Now, as far as the saint of the week this week, it was a toss-up between two very prominent saints. The first was Bernard of Clairvaux, whose feast day was Monday, the August 20th, and Saint Bartholomew the Apostle, whose feast day is Friday, August 24th. But I decided to go with Bartholomew since he was one of the 12 apostles. We don't really know a whole lot about Bartholomew. The only thing his name is mentioned several times in the New Testament, where lists of the 12 apostles are recorded. That's in Matthew's Gospel and Luke's Gospel and in the book of the Acts of the Apostles, the first chapter. We don't know much about him, as I said, after Easter. According to Eusebius of Caesarea, who was a church historian, Bartholomew preached the gospel in India, and he was martyred. We don't know exactly when, and tradition says that he was martyred he was skinned alive, if you can imagine what that would be like. And it's interesting, in Michelangelo's great painting, The Last Judgment, which is in the Sistine Chapel in the Vatican in Rome, Bartholomew is pictured holding his own skin. And here's a picture of that. You can see he's holding his own skin. There's the skin right there. So we don't have this on very reliable source, but church tradition suggests that Bartholomew was martyred, and he was martyred by being skinned alive. So today we remember and give thanks to God for the life and ministry of Saint Bartholomew, one of the 12 apostles. So that's about all I have for today. Wishing you and your family a continued blessed summer. And we hope to see you in church this weekend, especially at the church picnic on Sunday. God bless you, and we'll speak again next week.